All right, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. So I just want to go through this post that Christopher Kenwa made. He made this post 2 hours ago as of the time of recording this video. We are going to go through it without wasting much time. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Can Finnish government sincerely claim that it has not aided and abetting the genocide against Christians, against Biafrans and other Christians at the hands of the barbaric Nigerian regime? This is a post that he made, and we are going to go through it. Remember, he's trying to emphasize the genocide going on in Nigeria and to remind us what PM was actually trying to stop, which is what people are now calling on, calling Trump to help and do this and do that. Some are actually waiting for Trump to be the one to save them and protect them, which is not bad as long as you can protect yourself from him, or you can see him as a savior, which many people believe that he's going to save everybody. Imagine you fighting against someone who was doing something to stop this genocide and this kidnapping, all this security going on. You fought against that person, and you now turn around, begin to sort your way on how to call Trump, a white man, to come and save you, which is, like I said, I'm not against it, but pay close attention. Why is His Excellency Samuel Ekpa still imprisoned, and why have certain Finnish officials neither resigned nor be dismissed? They are neither deaf nor blind. They are fully aware that sentencing His Excellency Samuel Ekpa was a grave mistake. Those who pressurized Finland to imprison Samuel Ekpa for defending Biafrans from mass killing are the ones who should be behind bars. Likewise, Finnish authorities who acted with willful ignorance should lose their position. It is that simple. Where are the Finnish media houses? He's asking this because, in case you have forgotten, PM was arrested because he was fighting for, to protect Biafrans, and he was against this genocide that everybody's now crying about. He was against it. He was doing everything he can to stop them from taking over Igbo land, Biafra land, as case may be. Depending on how you see it, though. But the truth of the matter is this: you cannot just pretend that you have. In fact, what PM was fighting for is doesn't carry any water. He was actually fighting for nothing. Even if you once believe like that, what are you going to say now that it is done obvious to everybody that his fight is now clear to everybody that something like that people actually need such help? If not, why are you looking for vigilantes now? Why are you calling for people to be there for you? Why are you demanding that people should stand off and fight for you and calling government to protect you to do this? Because even government themselves are helpless. People need to define their problem before asking for help. Many people don't even know who is their problem and why their problem is still there, because they pretend not to see it. Of course, once you pretend not to see it, the problem will pretend that you are not seeing it. And that is why every enablers are still moving freely, waxing, and nobody questions them whatsoever. Take, for instance, what you are seeing on your screen now is a message from a Yoruba person, Adetunde Balogu. Adetunde Balogu says something here. On 14 December, the Mieti Allah terrorists arrested by soldiers in Kwara claimed the Kwara state government provided them with arms and cars, right? On the 16th December, Kwara state government confirmed arrest terrorists are involved in Rebadu-led security operation. They are involved in Rebadu-led security operation. So Rebadu recruiting terrorists as security operation. That's why when you say you want vigilante and all that, they will still give you the same your problem. Some guys that are terrorizing you to be your vigilante. That is why when the system, when the government are involved in your problem, you will run and run and run, searching for a solution, and you get none. Today, NSA are claiming terrorists are vigilante, known to them. Today, NSA, I don't know the full meaning of this NSA, are claiming terrorists are vigilantes, known to them. And you people are still wondering why Donald Trump call us a disgraced country. What is Mieti Allah Vigilante doing in Yoruba land? In a same country, Niru Ribadu would have stepped down or sacked for his catastrophic failure. This is a Yoruba man complaining about the involvement of Nehu Ribadu or whatever he called himself, which happened to be, a Fulani man, all right, championing what I don't know, simply because he understands that Yorubas are ready to do anything, pretend that they don't know the solution. We have something to share about this issue because the insecurity is not actually tagged on one region. It is a problem for all. And the funny thing is that what connects one's insecurity to another is the presence of the government of the day, which you cannot write them off from sponsoring and protecting this bandit. All right, you can't pretend that you don't know what they're doing, because it is very obvious, very, very visible to see. That is why if you want to fight against them, they will tag you, they will arrest you, they will do everything. So most of you that was happy that Master Americana and PMO had been taken away. Do you know that if you challenge the insecurity on your own today, the tendency of you going in for that is high. Let us go through this. This is Presidential Villa State House. This has to do with Finnish government, the ambassador of Finland, the collaboration they did to get PM away and all that. The president noted that the ambassador's priority, including ICT, agriculture, and education, will directly impact the country's development. This is the Finland government trying to eye what they can benefit from stealing PM who hold their citizenship. They want to gain that the partnership with Nigerian government is going to benefit them agriculturally, educationally, and all that, and what have you. This is Nigerian government making a statement. Finland also, in the other hand, see it as a very good idea. There's a video I published here yesterday, early this morning, or later one, different time, depending on where you're watching from, that has to do with what Master Obama said about the ongoing trial, or should I say trial? Ongoing detention or sentencing of Mas Namoricano. That when Mas Namoricano's wife and his son, approached British government because they live in UK, the response from British government is that we prefer our partnership with Nigerian government than that of Mas Namoricano, who hold their citizenship. Why? Because interest is what counts. Interest. To them, Biafra is not our thing. After all, Biafra is going to stop us from sucking oil for free and deceiving you, limiting you, and put you in chain, in bondage. For example, the former minister of a British Prime Minister went to Nigeria, and what did he say? He told them that you guys gave us everything. You gave us your woman, best of you. The bread you have, we take them away from you. Drain. They will drain them away, catch this best among you, and they will come and use their brain to the development of our places. Then what do we give you in return? Not only that, we also suck your oil. You give us oil, and we give you whiskey in return. He said it publicly. Nigerian government did not see anything wrong with that, meaning that people who actually don't want Nigeria to exist are those who are leading Nigeria, because they don't even care If Nigerian, they claim they love Nigeria and all that, somebody come to your country and remind you how stupid you are, how dumb and how daft your decisions, appear to be. Yet you are still contented with it. You don't care. That simply means you are just the enemy of the so-called entity. Nigeria is undergoing series of necessary reform to stimulate growth and prosperity. Thank you also for the humanitarian support in the, I don't know, this blog, this one, that we can work together, he added. Working together is, can you take PM away, take Samanekbe away so we can now further ahead? The ambassador of Finland extolled the president for his courage in initiating reform that will benefit the economy and ensure prosperity in the future. Simon Ekpa has been hindering bilateral relationship. The cooperation between our two countries is going very well now, and the National Security Advisor has been providing all the evidence, the ambassador noted. I salute you for all the ongoing reform in the country. They are not easy, even though it is painful. It is the only way Nigeria can progress. It is essential for the country. Finland has been involved in peace mediation as well. The regime in Finland today is as demon as African leaders. We also have opportunities for Nigerian in energy. We can work and make it a reliable dream, she stated. Evil woman, evil to the core. Look at, these are the people that, when you think about them, you realize that you have nobody. It is all just like fake. They don't stand for anything. Tomorrow they will tell you that they are leaders or they are doing this in Africa, they are doing that in Africa. But what they do is to destroy the little that they have and deceive you. Like I said, they notice that nobody is there. All they have there is Ode. So she don't mind whatever that is going to come is okay for her. She don't care about her. Because if she do, she will understand that people are dying for their decision. And if you ask her now, she will tell you that her hands are clean. Her hands are clean. Knowing for a fact that the blood of the innocent are like it's all over written on her body. Everywhere. Look at the woman here. She is the one. Let me open this. Look at her with the Tinubu. This is the post that Channel TV made on. This is January, I believe January this year, 2024. Tinubu commend Finland for intervening in Samanekpa's case. You see that? And the same Tinubu is protecting his own people. Do you understand? Protecting his own people without shying away from it, without even bothering. Anyway, let's move to another thing before we move forward. So this is Mike Arnold. Mike Arnold is somebody that I have told us, we all know who he is. He is a guy that disgraced Reno Mockery and exposed him beyond human comprehension. He exposed him beyond repair. Reno called him for fact checking or fact finder, or whatever they call that. And the man went to Nigeria and exposed the genocide that people are now. He's one that actually, amplified that. Though some people have started saying that, but when a black man talks, he doesn't carry weight until the white man's voice is added. Then that makes it that will make it to make sense. I don't know why it's so, but sometimes we are the one actually causing it. What I mean by I'm talking about black people. Here is my question. He said. Here is my question for Nigeria. What if Trump does not? Will you just cower in fear till the entire nation is under Sharia law? Will you cower in fear till the entire nation is under Sharia law? And Mike Arnold should understand that Nigeria is not a nation. That's number one. Nigeria is not. There's nothing like a nation in Nigeria. Let's continue. You see, it is this self-defending spirit, self-defeating spirit of colonialism that is holding you back more than anything. You don't need help or permission from the West. You don't need a white man to save you. You have just been conditioned to think that you do. That is Mike. He's a white man, American man. Look at him here, telling you that you don't need to do that. And that is exactly what Masankan and PM was doing. You don't need anybody. Do it for yourself. And guess what? Black people who wage war against him. Some of them started saying that the great-grandfather would have been alive today if not because this PM and Samanepa exist. Some of them said that their color is black today because of Samanepa. There would have been a very long, very white man, a very long hair. They should have a very long hair, and their color should have been white, and they shouldn't have had this kind of skin. Most of them tag everything that they despise, they tag it to Mass Americano and Samanepa. Why? Because that is what black people do. You have everything you need to rise and rise. You don't have everything you need, so you need to rise as a premier, prosperous, peaceful, incredible nation. You just need to stand up and make it happen. The same thing Biafrans have been doing, PM have been doing, USB government have been doing, Igbos are doing. That people said, how dare you? You are a dot in a second. And at the end of the day, they will use white people to crown it up. And the change must start in the church. Clean house, banish the cowardly wolves in shepherds' clothes. Stop waiting for Trump. Just do it, he said. It would have been okay if we are white, because if white people do that, nobody will condemn. No condemnation. No nation will stand against them. No, if PM happened to be a white guy fighting for white people in Nigeria, do you think Finland would have arrested him? The answer is no. All this thing is not, the problem is in and out. In as much as we blame ourselves, our people, some people who happen to be black, you cannot write white people away from that. So sometimes you need your problem to come and be the one to help you. Finland, what Finland did is disastrous. It's against humanity. It's against even nature. If it were to be Nigerian government, you would have said maybe because a country they wouldn't want to let go. It is normal. If South Africa could hold their ground fighting against Namibia from having their independence from them, South Africa, who are going to be a black nation though, if they can fight like that, that simply means you should expect Nigerian government to also fight, right? But when you see a white nation, a white people like Finland, Britain, of course, there's no corrupt country in Western world to compare Britain. They are the one. In fact, others learn from them. That's why they went to colonize with America. You don't talk about this world. You cannot talk about corruption without mentioning them. I am not here to insult anybody, but I have to be real. This is not me trying to, segregate or blackmail. I just want us to understand our problem. That's what I want. I want you to see through that, not to cause decision or to condition your mind to start committing crime. I don't promote crime, neither am I promoting violence. I just want us to know the problem and where it comes from or where it's coming from. So, Mike Arnold, what you said is very, very simple. It sounds easy, and that is what it should be. But I'm sorry that you also need to understand that things are not working that way because of what I just said. And Christopher Kenwa, whom we are centering this video around his post and everything, actually made a comment on the comment section. As you can see here, this one is Patricia said, "It is not easy, sir. How do we clean up the church when members are not ready to question the fake pastors? Rather, they stand by them to fight those who want what is right, claiming that correcting the leaders is like touching God's anointing. This is replication. This is replicated in the This is replicated in the politics. Exactly, because one wants to talk about governors, they will say that you should not blame your leader. Learn how to respect your leader. He said, it's been this way through history. It is universal. Change is possible, but you must stand up and shine the light without fear. Masmogano did it without fear. Masmogano is doing it without fear. I also expect people like you, Mike Arnold, to comment on that and question Nigerian about their justice system and what have you. So if you see people that can stood up without fear, much is expected for upright people like you, people who actually understand the journey, who know the right thing to do. Your voice means a lot when the person is facing persecution. So the persecution that is going through now, people like you from other countries like America, where you come from, your presence, your voice is supposed to would make a whole lot of sense. Chukwuemeka said, this shows that Trump is no longer coming. I am very disappointed and heartbroken. Why giving us false hope in the first place? Dylan terrorists, don't worry about that. Terrorists will use this opportunity to complete the attacks. Exactly. How do you read that into what I said? I am not Trump. I am asking a question. Why do you put your hope in a white man from the West? That's an insult to the black and very, very, he's been honest. That this shows that Mike Arnold actually love humanity, because for him to come out and say it the way it is, I applaud him for that. It's not easy. Then Christopher Okema said, "Dear Mike Arnold, thank you for lending your voice against the barbaric jihadist and genocidal Nigerian regime. That said, the truth is that the truth is that individuals such as yourself, whether knowingly or unknowingly, also form part of the problem." Why? Because I am confident. I am confident in you. I am confident in you. I'm confident you are aware. I think that's what we're supposed to say. I'm confident you are aware of what Nigeria represents. With that understanding, why would you refer to the British colonial death trap as a nation? As if I already read this comment. I know that his comment is there, but I have not read it. You see, Nigeria is not a nation. You certainly know what a nation truly means. Do the fundamental characteristics of a nation apply? Do the fundamental characteristics of a nation apply to Nigerian in any meaningful way? He asked. If your answer is yes, I would respectfully urge you to conduct a true and honest study of the so-called history of Nigeria. It is important to distinguish true nationhood from colonial or imposed statehood. Remain blessed. You will not see Mike Arnold replying this at that. I don't think he will reply. Let me check. Did he reply him? I don't think you will see such thing. I don't think. You won't say that. You won't say that. You won't say that. Why? Because he actually hid it, the way it's supposed to be. This terrorist sponsor or terrorist sympathizer here, Joe Bush, said something very, very terrible, and it is, to me, is a sign of your problem is not from one corner. Read what he said. He said, because I managed to scan through this one. He said, "You use sophomania." I don't know the meaning of this. Zophomaniac. Use zophomanic. Please, I will. If you know the meaning, let me know in the comment section, or maybe I will check the dictionary. It has to do with panicking or fear, but I don't know which of the fear anyway. He said, "Deceived your fans that salvation would come from the white savior to his colony. You lobbied and failed, but now it looks like you have got to the end of your white as precessionism, Christian genocide, and other scheme you guys scripted to destabilize Nigeria all failed. You have failed. What Trump has done painfully handed to Nigeria, including my fellow Christians, is a long list of mercy, visa, hard prayer point in different churches, starting from this December end of the year program. It serves Christians right, painfully so. Next time, we will learn not to politicize and religious how to we learn not to politicize and religiousness insecurity. Now you need to gather those guys again to thank to thank President Trump for this visa restriction, just like you did for CPC. The white supremacy superiority being disguised as US. Saving Nigeria has deluded you and robbed you of the ability to understand the unique legal system of Nigeria and impeded you from working towards genuine, non-religious, non-tribal, lasting solution. It is so pathetic that your victim also found it true that a man sitting in the US would just command solution to be in Nigeria with gun and blaze. He keep on writing. So a lot has been said. I think I need to, draw the curtain close here because anybody can say whatever they want to say, and anybody can believe what they want to believe. We already know the plan, we already know the agenda, but everything is working in our favor by God's grace. I know what, like Mike Arnold said, that he's not Trump. He blamed the guy that actually trying to blame him in the first place. He said that, look, how did you read this out from my write-up? Okay, and likely so. Please make sure you like the video and let me know what you think about it. God bless you. Take care of yourself and bye-bye for now. Take care.